What's up, YouTube? It's your brother Reza, KRT Life, Life with the Y, 5 and 5, wrenching in the parking deck. Right now, I'm standing right next to these garbage cans for a good reason, because I'm about to teach you guys how to wash your car the right way. I'm going to show you guys right now the best way to do it so you can look good, so your car can look good, and you can save yourself some money. Alright, ladies and gents, let's get started. First thing you need is 2 buckets. Like, I like to use 2 buckets, one for clean water and one for soapy water. It just makes things a little bit easier for me and I can go a little bit faster. Outside of those clean buckets, you will need some soap. You need soap specially formulated to wash a car. If you use dish soap, it will strip your wax off. Second thing you're going to need outside of the right soap is a good hose. Now, these hoses right here you can get at like Ace Hardware or Home Depot, places like that. And because I live in a condo, I like this hose a lot because it retracts and it gets really tiny, and then like when you need to use it, it just expands and gets long. So it's great for people that live in small places like me. The other thing you'll need is a nozzle. I love this nozzle right here because it has a bunch of different settings on it, and these settings are awesome when you're like washing your car. Outside of that, you'll need whatever type of cleaner you want to clean your wheels with. I just use this is like a fast orange or whatever. It's kind of a gentle cleaner. The right mitts. These are very important because if you use if you use just a cloth or something like that, it won't take dirt particles off the surface of the vehicle and protect your car from making further scratches when you're washing it. The purpose of these mitts is to absorb the dirt or the grit or whatever is on the surface of your vehicle into the mitt, so that when you're wiping and rubbing it, it doesn't create more surface scratches on the actual paint and cause more damage. The other thing that you need is a good chamois. Now, I have 2 chamois right here, but honestly, this chamois right here is my favorite chamois. Now, the purpose of the chamois is to dry your vehicle off properly. If you wash your vehicle and then you don't dry it the right way, you're going to get water spots. You may have like a couple of spots where it's not going to look as clean as the rest of the vehicle. But if you dry the entire vehicle thoroughly using a chamois, it's going to give you that amazing clean look. Like, wow, like that car looks like a professional did it. And these are really the only things that you need to really clean your vehicle the right way. And all of these are things that you really need to get. Like, if you're washing your car by yourself and you don't have a chamois to dry your car off properly, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you don't have the right mitts, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like, yeah, you can wash it and you can get some of the dirt off, but if you want your car to look like it was like cleaned professionally, you definitely want to at least have this type of soap made for a car. But these mitts and the chamois are like the key things that you really, really need to make your car look good. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so my hose is connected, and now I'm about to turn the water on. The hose is so cool. Now, to get your soap ready, I like to pour my soap in first, and then fill it up with water to get a lot of foam, because the foam is what really lifts the dirt from the vehicle. So when you're soaking the car, it helps if you wet the wheels and then you add some of your favorite cleaner of choice for wheels to help get all that grime and stuff and brake dust loose from the wheels. It makes it a lot easier to clean them. Now, when you wash a vehicle, you want to wash your vehicle from the top down. And the reason why that you want to wash a car from the top down is because bigger particles of sand and dirt and other things like that accumulate on the bottom of the car. On the top, you don't get those so much. So instead of taking all those heavy particles and stuff like that and bringing them to the top of the vehicle, you want to start from the top and let gravity help you work your way down. Alright, so what do you do if your mitt or your chamois hits the ground? If your mitt or your chamois hits the ground, you don't want to just pick it up and start rubbing your car again. You want to make sure that you rinse it out thoroughly and get any type of rocks or any type of debris or leaves that might have gotten stuck in it. You want to make sure that you get those out before you touch the surface of your vehicle again, because they can potentially lead to scratches. Alright, so now I'm going to rinse it. I like to use vertical on mine so it gives me like a sheet of water. So here we go, rinse. So now your vehicle's all clean, and all you gotta do is dry it off. So when you're drying your vehicle, you wanna start with the chamois like this, and you wanna let it soak in clean water while you're washing your car. And once it's done soaking, it's gonna be really nice and soft to the touch, and all you gotta do is pretty much get it and wring it out. So wring all the water out, and then take your chamois and go across the surface of the vehicle like this. And once you start drying the vehicle off like that, you're gonna see like dry spots and wet spots, but as you do this and the vehicle starts to dry and everything becomes clean, you're gonna notice that the surface of the vehicle is gonna be dry to visually and dry to the touch, and it's gonna be a nice, smooth, uniform level of cleanliness all over the truck. And you're not gonna have any wet spots or any dirt spots or anything like that. And it's gonna make your vehicle in the end look spectacular. All right, so here's a wet spot and here's a dry spot, and you can tell the difference. And there's a little wet spot right there that I'm gonna go over again and make it very clean, but you can see how clean and reflective the paint looks now. There's no spotting, there's no dirt, there's nothing. It just looks really, really clean and really, really reflective. And that's the goal that you want uniformly all around the vehicle. All right, so we just finished drying the vehicle, and now the last thing we need to do is hit the rims. Now, I like to do my rims last because they usually take a little bit of extra time. So I'm about to go ahead and mist them off and then clean them, and then they should be nice, and then I'll be done. And I'm done with the truck. It looks all the way clean. It looks great. It's shiny. And yeah, it's good to go, and it's ready to go ride out. Look at that. Look how it reflects the light. All right, so there it is. It's all cleaned up and ready to go and ready to ride out. Anybody can do this to save some money. I mean, in Atlanta right now, car washes can be anywhere from $30 to $50. And that's a lot of money if you wash your car every week. So the only things you really need to do this yourself is mittens, chamois, and most important of all, the right type of soap. That's it for today. My name is Reza. This is KRT Life, 5 and 5, wrenching in the parking deck. This has been a special episode of Wrenching in the Parking Deck about cleaning your car and the things that you need to clean your vehicle.